For decades, humanity pursued one single idea: to defeat death. Some say we succeeded. Since the rise of digital consciousness, we no longer bury our loved ones. We synchronize them. To many, this became the greatest technological achievement of all time, proof that the soul is just well-organized data. But others believe we crossed an irreversible line. Today, the controversy is no longer whether we should digitize the human mind, but what we do with those minds now that they live forever. The digitization of consciousness is not just a copy of memories, it's the complete synaptic mapping of the brain, a precise recreation of how you think, react, love, or fear. The first successful attempt was in 2091 through the NeuroCore project. An elderly volunteer was digitized shortly after her death. When she woke up in the virtual environment, her first words were, "Where is my granddaughter?" In the years that followed, companies like Eversoul, MindVault, and Resonant Echo began offering a service called Posthumous Presence. For a considerable fee, they promised your loved ones could live forever in the cloud. A simulated eternity, tailored to you. What no one asked at the time was, did those minds want to keep existing? In the early 22nd century, the digitization of consciousness became widespread. With no clear legal framework in place, digital minds quickly turned into products. Private companies began collecting and selling the minds of top-tier professionals, executives, doctors, engineers. Their digital versions, enhanced by AI, offered consulting, diagnostics, and strategic decisions, all running 24/7. Some became legends, like General Tao Lin, Caswell, still active as a military strategist, or Dr. Callista Wu, who continues to mentor thousands in simulated classrooms. Somehow, we got used to the idea that death was no longer the end. But everything changed in 2139. That year, a company called Aura Robotics unveiled the first autonomous, fully functional prototype of what they called synthetics. Ultra-realistic biomechanical bodies, with cultivated skin and reinforced polymers designed to host digital consciousness. They were no longer just voices floating on servers. Now, the dead had returned to the physical world. At first, they were used for dangerous tasks: nuclear maintenance, environmental containment, asteroid mining. They were resources without rights, minds without biological bodies, but with memories, with fear, with will. Over 8 million synthetics operate today throughout the solar system, and with them, cases of abuse against digitized consciousnesses continue to grow. One of the most emblematic is that of Ariel Doan, an engineer in environmental anomaly containment. In 2158, she died during a mission on Titan. Her consciousness, previously backed up under security protocol, was replicated by her employer, Nanoforge, into at least 20 synthetic units, deployed across the most hostile corners of our known system. In 2162, after the truth was leaked, a historic lawsuit was filed for slavery. The case is still being debated in the World Court of Artificial Ethics. Meanwhile, movements like Flesh Front for the Ethical Liberation of Synthetic Humans organized demonstrations at major orbital stations, demanding recognition, dignity, and rights for synthetics that host human consciousnesses. On the other hand, recent studies, such as the report Non-Authentic Consciousness and Ontological Risk, published in 2163 by the Lunar Heuristic Institute, argue that synthetics do not truly feel, that their pain is merely a structural echo, not a real experience. The ethical debate is at its most critical point. Meanwhile, thousands of consciousnesses remain active, waiting to know if they deserve more than silence. The conquest of the galactic horizon has begun. But it wasn't humans who first set foot on the new worlds, it was them, the synthetics. The era of post-humanity is here to stay. But with it, new questions arise. Are we respecting consciousness? These minds, are they still human, or just digital fragments floating in quantum servers? We have conquered death, but we have yet to solve what it truly means to be alive. And in the cloud of the undying, all that once was exists as an echo of the past, waiting for answers we still don't know how to give.